So it's the start of October now, so we're starting to think about drilling. The wheat this year, we're only drilling wheat this autumn. The wheat this year will follow either my intercropping trials, spring oats or spring peas, no second wheats. There will also be no direct drilled wheats this year just because of the wet harvest. This is some of the spring oat land. Basically everything this year has been subsoiled and then a light disc over the top of it, and some of it that was very level, unlevel, has gone over again. You can see some of the bits here across the field. But yeah, we're just going to get this rolled in the next couple days, but there is a good mat of oats to drill into and some black grasses are emerging well there, and there. Guess which drill width of the field had the drill calibration go wrong and had extra vetch seed. And this is the other block of wheat post spring oats. This did not have the subsoil, it was just a light disc over the top. It was done a little bit later, and from what I can see, it's barely, I can't actually find any black grass that's germinated yet. That could be one there to the left of that oat, or it could be another little oat. So I don't think we're going to be drilling this yet, because nothing's come up. Just rolling now. Try and get a good seed bed for the wheat going in shortly. Also help with any late germination and black grass. Hopefully get it all chitted and growing, then we can spray it off before drilling. Morning, it's the start of October, we're still in the first week, and today we're going to be mixing up some seed. But doing something a little bit different here is we're going to be doing a mixture of varieties. So I've got two different mixtures that will be going in this year, mostly a group 2 mix, kind of a low input mix, which has got palladium mixtase and cordialin. And then what we're doing this morning, which is my more of a group 1 mix, it's about 60 to 70% group 1s. And really the idea of the variety mixes is mostly for disease suppression really. If you've got less susceptible varieties mixed around in a population of wheat, they've got less chance of travelling. It also means so these are hopefully milling varieties, can try and grow milling without being too susceptible to diseases such as like yellow rust, which Skyfall and Zayat, two popular group 1s, are particularly susceptible for. So it's mostly for disease risk, but it also means I can alter the qualities of my wheats and hopefully try and get a better milling wheat out of using their strengths and weaknesses of the different varieties. So this group 1 mix is, well, mostly group 1 mix is actually 8 different varieties, and I'll go through those in another bit. So let's get mixing. So yeah, started with a 4-way mix. Basically it had too much Skyfall in it, it was too susceptible to yellow rust, even though when we run it side by side with Skyfall you could clearly see the difference in the reduction in the blend. So basically the year after that decided to put Extase in it because it's got quite good disease susceptibility. Then after that, so that was a 5-way mix then. Then last year, changed it to a 7-way mix. We added Nelson in it, which has got quite high protein, and then put some palladium in, new group 2 wheat, good disease susceptibility, and basically found that did quite well. It was very disease susceptible, disease non-susceptible mix, I suppose you'd say, but just lacked a little bit of the protein. So this year, doing more Nelson, more Crusoe, reducing the group 2s a little bit, so it's mostly going to be group 1s. So it should still be decent with disease, but hopefully higher protein and a better quality bread wheat. So basically we've got doing a 20-ton batch, 12 tons of the 7-way mix, which is in this shed. Can't zoom it in on the front camera, should have forgot that, which hasn't been dried. So that is currently going into the pit behind me and being cleaned. And then we are mixing that with, how much of it? 4 tons of Crusoe, ton of palladium, 2 tons of Nelson, and a ton of Zayat as well. So Zayat is now the 8th variety in this mix. And then apart from the group 1 mix will be the group 2, which we'll sort soon, which will be made up of my group 2 mix last year, but with just a bit more palladium in there, because we think that's quite a good variety. It should be quite a low input mix. It should be quite good quality being a group 2, but might not perform on yield, but we'll see. So we'll do that later. Seed all mix. Bucket's a bit wide for the drill. So this here is of calculating the 1,000 grain weight. You basically put 2,000 seeds, 1 in each of these holes, put it into here, and then when it balances on top of there and the line meets there, that's where your scale slider is along the top. So you can see now that's balancing, and that is 1,000 grains, weighs 53 grams, which was the same as the other sample I did. Just realised I forgot to show the germination test. So 200 seeds have gone onto this towel here. They've been left wet and then in a dark cupboard. As you can see, it's almost a month later now, but up here there's only 4 seeds that didn't germinate. Well, this one there barely germinated. Quite funny, all 3 of those were the treated seeds. And then this was obviously something that should have come out in the cleaner but didn't. So 4 seeds out of 200, that's a 98% germination rate.